Welcome to Studio D on the campus of the University of Oklahoma. This is Sooner Sports Pad. And now, here's your host, Madeline Roberts.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sooner Sports Pad. I am your host, Madeline Roberts. I'm here with my co-analysts, Kenneth, Adair, and Collin, Kennedy. And, as usual, we have a very active live studio audience with us this evening. Guys, who do we have with us today?
OU Cousins is in the house tonight. They're loudy, they're rowdy, and they should be because we have two phenomenal guests.
Yes, two guests from the football team, Jonathan Alvarez and Bobby Evans from the football team are here tonight with us. Let's get ready. Let's go.
We'll also take a look later on at one of our very own Sooner Sports Pad super fans. I'm excited to get to that story.
And senior night for men's gymnastics was just this past weekend where it was an incredible showdown for men's gymnastics.
Absolutely.
We're number one.
Well, after a long season, the OU men's basketball team's hard work is finally paying off with a spot in the NCAA tournament. That's right. Last night in the selection show, OU was chosen to compete in the tournament for the fifth time under head coach Lon Kruger. The Sooners were picked as a 10 seed in the Midwest region. They'll take on number 7 seed Rhode Island in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The game will tip off at 11:15 a.m. this coming Thursday, March 15th. If the Sooners win, they'll take on the winner of Duke and Iona. Collin, for Sooner fans out there who aren't familiar with Rhode Island's basketball team, break down this matchup for us.
Yeah, this team doesn't really have the brand name of a lot of other teams, but this is a really talented team with a chip on their shoulder after being upset by Davidson in the A-10 tournament. This is a really good team. Finished 25-7 in the regular season. They have a lot of stars on this squad, led by Jared Terrell, who's averaging about 17 points per game. Then he has a really solid supporting cast. E.C. Matthews, who averages about 12 points per game, and 3 others that average around 9. But the consensus on this team is that they're a gritty team. They love playing defense. And I got to tell you, it's going to make for a fun first round out there in Pittsburgh. But I like OU's chances, Kenny. I think this is going to be a really fun game. They haven't seen a player like Trae Young.
That's exactly right. They have not seen a player like Trae Young. No. He's been phenomenal all season.
Yeah.
But this team, they've been up and down. They got off to a really hot start.
They did.
We saw things from them that we didn't see last year against TCU, against Wichita State. We saw them be able to win those tough and close games.
Yeah.
And they've got more experience. So we've saw a lot of good stuff. Cameron McGusty's played well. Christian James, Brady Manick, the other freshman, has been dominant as well in a lot of games. So, I mean, look at that. That's why they're in the tournament, because they beat Wichita State, TCU twice, home and away, Tech, and Kansas. Although it's not Norman, if they can play like they played in those games against Rhode Island, they have not only a good chance, but a great chance to make it to the round of 32. That's all I'm saying.
It's all about madness, baby.
Yes.
Everyone's 0-0. Everyone's 0-0.
Well, another OU team who loves to play at home is the OU baseball team. That's right, the guys moved to 10-7 this weekend after a series win over Texas A&M. Corpus Christi. Sports Pat's Kyle Payne caught up with Kyle Mendenhall in Kyle's Corner.
Welcome to Kyle's Corner. I'm Kyle Payne here with fellow Kyle, senior second baseman Kyle Mendenhall. Coming off your second straight series win, what was it like to get out there and get it rolling again this weekend?
It was good. I mean, the guys are feeling good. The pitching's been awesome for us. We got timely hitting. We're confident in the locker room right now. We just got to keep it rolling.
So you're batting well over 300. You're hitting with some really good power this year, and your defense has been stepping up. What have you done to sort of transform your game heading into your senior season?
The biggest thing for me right now is I'm playing the baseball. I'm not trying to do too much. I think that's just our biggest thing right now, 1 through 9. Our guys in the lineup, we're just trying to beat the baseball. If we can put good swings on the ball, play good defense, and then just whatever happens, happens.
So you've played a lot of games at OU. You've made a lot of starts. Who are some players that have been really meaningful to your role and the impact you've made at OU?
There's a lot of them, but I'd have to go with guys like Alex Wise or Renee was a big one, JB, playing with those guys. Hunter Haley kind of took me under his wing a lot. Anthony Hermelin, Jacob Evans, a lot of those guys. A lot of those guys are in pro ball right now. So they were good, obviously, on the field, but they were good dudes off the field, too. And just playing with them or playing behind them really made a big difference for me in my career here so far.
So you've seen a lot of changes throughout your 4 years, and maybe the biggest was the hiring of Skip Johnson this summer. Are you excited about the trend that OU baseball is taking right now and the addition of Skip?
Yeah, I love playing for the University of Oklahoma. Love playing for Skip. Love playing for Cash and Van Hook and Stitch and all those guys. And they make it fun. They make it easy for us. They they give us a plan to attack the baseball and just stuff like that. I mean, like I said, they just make it easy for us.
All right. Well, that's good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have a great rest of your season.
Well, our very own Collin Kennedy was at all 4 games this weekend. Tell us about it, Collin.
I got to tell you, this Swinging Sooner baseball team is playing really, really well right now. They're taking on Texas A&M Corpus Christi, who is one of the Cinderella stories in college baseball to that point. They came in 10-2, but they got the series win, won the first 3 games, and swung the bat really, really well. Dropped the 4th one, but we're talking about Kyle Mendenhall. Also, Kyler Murray hit a grand slam and a triple this weekend. A couple other hits. I got to tell you, everyone's ready to see him play football. People need to go see him play baseball. He's playing really, really well. They take on Texas Southern at L. Dale Mitchell on Tuesday and Wednesday. Get out there, pack the stands, because this team is fun to watch.
Well, baseball and softball dominating. You talk about Kyler Murray, the athlete he is. I'm going to tell you about a group of athletes that have been dominant for the past 3 or 4 years. That is OU men's gymnastics, who had their senior night just this past weekend. And boy, did they dominate once again. They faced off against the California Bears, and they did nothing but hold back. They came out 410.100 versus 397.25, beat them by almost 13 points. Yul Moldau once again showed up and showed out. And then you had the seniors, the 2 seniors. They sent themselves out the right way with Hunter Justice winning vault and Reese Rickett winning on the rings. So, I mean, it's just a great night to send the seniors out the way they did. Special night for not only OU men's gymnastics, but OU women's gymnastics won as well. That's their 87th straight win. I want to tell you, that's like top 5 of all time. So, I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Also, some interesting Sooner sports news. OU women's basketball made the tournament just a couple hours ago. It'll be a 12 seed taking on DePaul, 5 seed in College Station.
Spring sports is just in control
Everybody
this
wins.
year.
Everybody
It is a good time to be a Sooner right now.
I'd
Gotta
say
tell
so.
you.
Yes.
Feels pretty good. Well, we're going to take a break, but when we come back, the guys will talk about which football player they're most excited to watch in spring football. Stay with us. Welcome back, everyone. If you're just now tuning in, you picked a good time because these 2 guys are about to face off. Guys, it is not quite football time in Oklahoma, but it is spring football time in Oklahoma. Which player are you most excited to watch this spring?
I'm going with the man that's known by his famous nickname, Hollywood, Marquis Brown. The man came in as a transfer sophomore and was a tiny little guy, but everyone forgot about that because of how electric he was on the football field, an absolute speedster. But now he's getting more time with the coaching staff and more time in the weight room, so he's getting bigger, stronger, and if it's humanly possible, even faster. This guy's going to take the top off of defenses come the fall. We get a little preview in the spring. I can't wait to see this kid play because he's going downtown a whole lot. Marquis Brown.
I like it. Well, the guy I'm most excited to see is the guy that these 2 will be blocking for next season. Not the quarterback, though. It's Rodney Anderson, who is the best running back after Texas all the way through the rest of the season. He dominated all season. He's the best athlete on this team physically. I mean, you saw him against TCU last season. 4 touchdowns in the first half. You didn't need to see him again. He dominated in the Rose Bowl against Georgia, over 200 yards rushing. He is an absolute beast. I mean, just look at his ability to be able to run the ball, hit the gaps, and then hit in the open field. And his also ability to catch. I mean, just the focus of this guy. I'm glad he came back last year, and I'm glad he's going to return this year and once again dominate. And this is my prediction. He's your Heisman front runner going into this season. That's my prediction. Okay? That's my prediction.
That's a bold prediction, but
He was the best running
I
back
like
last
it.
year.
I
Power
like it.
moves.
He's a power running back.
Well, I'm with
And
David. He has an audience question for you guys.
Hey guys, what is your favorite March Madness moment?
All right, there are 2 things that are constant. I think everyone can agree with me.
Okay.
I love half-court buzzer beaters.
I agree.
And I hate the University of Texas. And this moment fulfilled both. Let's go to 2016 as Texas is going to tie it up with the layup. They're feeling good. They think they're going to go to overtime, maybe move on in this game. Let me tell you something. Paul Jesperson has a little trick up his sleeve as he's going to get it, cross it up at half court, send it up, and the bank is open. The Longhorns are broke. They're going home packing as Northern Iowa is going to move on in the tournament. One of my favorite games I've seen, one of my favorite memories as well. I mean, a half-court bank shot buzzer beater, everything in that is awesome.
I agree. The reason I love March Madness so much is Cinderella moments. And we'll take it back 10 years from 2016. George Mason took down teams Michigan State, North Carolina, Wichita State, and then the Elite Eight. Here's the video. Misses the free throw. They're up by 2. UConn takes it. They've got a chance. step back, and no, misses it. That sent George Mason to the Final Four where your Gators, Collin, beat them. And then I believe they won their first ever national championship in history.
It was a fun run.
I mean, that was a Cinderella. I mean, the teams they knocked down, just absolutely incredible. I loved watching that George Mason team make that run, and that's my favorite, March Madness season. Not only moment, but
nothing
tournament.
better than madness, right?
No.
Do you guys fill out your brackets already?
Oh yeah, I'm getting going, but I'm not revealing anything yet.
No, I'm not saying who I got winning.
All right, guys, viral videos, go.
All right, we can all agree that refs are some of the most annoying people on this planet. Amen? Amen. Well, this ref tried to cross the line, but this high school basketball player had a little something to say about it. And let's take a look, Kenny, shall we?
Let's go.
He's going to try and block his shot, but he puts it up from half court and puts it in. Watch on the slow motion replay, because this is a little weird. The ref comes up from behind and tries to block it, but look, from deep, bang, he puts it in right in the ref's face. Can we call a foul on a ref? Is that possible?
Or like a flagrant or something.
I don't know what the ref is thinking he's doing, but that's a little bit weird. I love the fact, though, he made it from half court and shoved it right back in the ref's face.
Well, mine is I love father-son moments, and Derrick Rose made the return this past weekend, and we saw him bring two loves together, basketball, and you're about to see his second love with his little man right there, showing him to keep his eye on the prize. Look at that, teaching him defensive form. I mean, look, that's just so precious, honestly. And then later on, look at this, little man still going at it, and he gets the steal right there. Defense wins championships. That's why his father doesn't have one. But, I mean, that's just impressive. I love it.
That's like getting schooled for 3 quarters and then getting the steal in the 4th quarter.
I know.
I don't know.
That's impressive.
I like it.
It's staying focused, okay? He's going to be a great player.
All right, well, it is now time to vote for the winner of Face Off. Cheer the loudest for who you think won. Who thinks the winner is Collin? Yeah! How about Kenneth?
Thanks, Ray.
Congrats, Kenneth. You're the winner.
My first win. Thank you.
Wow. Well, we're going to take a break, but when we come back, we'll learn about one of Sooner Sports Pad's biggest fans. Stay with us.
Special thanks to our Cornerstone television partners, Chesapeake Energy, Riverwind Resort, Anheuser-Busch, OU Outreach, and OU Medicine.
Welcome back. David Bartel has made a name for himself as a fan of all OU sports, and after taking his shirt off on ESPN. Sports Pad's Sam Brown has more on the OU Superfan.
This is David Bartel, the heart and soul of the OU student body. Up until January 9th, he was just a communications major from Houston trying to find his way in the world. Then, everything changed. And that's when the internet went crazy. From local newscasts in Oklahoma all the way to ESPN, it seemed like everyone knew the shirtless half-court shot guy. David's overnight rise to fame started right here in the Lloyd Noble Center, but the thing is, he didn't even make the half-court shot. He didn't win the $5,000, and yet he still touched millions of homes across the country. Now you may be thinking this was just a spur-of-the-moment decision, but David knew what he was going to do before he took that shot.
Honestly, right then and there, when I was walking down to the floor, or to the court, I should say, I knew what I was going to do. And the plan was that the end goal was for me to take off my shirt. That was just hands down. I was like, all right, 3 shots? Like, you're going to give me 3 shots? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, is this a time thing? Like, what? Well, like, why are you giving me 3 shots? And they're like, no, you're good. Like, you have 2.5 minutes. I was like, that's all the time I need.
And 2.5 minutes is all it took. But this isn't the first time David has shown off the big guns. He's been a loyal fan of Sooner Sports Pad for almost 2 years now, has taken his shirt off on several occasions, and has gotten used to firing up the crowd before the show.
Boomer! Boomer! This crowd's ready. This crowd's ready. This crowd's so ready.
But David is more than just a guy without a shirt. Anyone who knows him would say he's the same energetic person outside of OU sporting events, but they'll also tell you how great of a friend he is.
It's not that he doesn't care about himself, it's that he's just a genuine human being. So I think that's one thing I think he's not like you can't pick that up on the camera, but maybe they did.
what you see of his energy is what he brings to the table all the time. He loves to talk to you. He loves to just show emotion and everything. I love that about him.
We all have a purpose here. I think we really do. And, you know, there's always someone out there that loves each and every one of us. And I think knowing that is freeing. And knowing that puts you so far away from everyone else, it's awesome. And knowing that other people can join you with that is amazing.
There's no other way to put it. David eats, drinks, and bleeds Sooner pride. Rowdy fans come and go, as do great human beings, and David is a unique combination of both. If there's one thing we do know, it's this. There's only one David Bartel. Sam Brown, Sooner Sports Pad.
And Jonathan Alvarez.
Come on up, fellas. Yeah, y'all ready? Let's go. Thanks for being here. Well, spring football is finally here.
Oh, yeah.
How does it feel?
Good, really good. I'm excited, ready to get this thing rolling.
Excited. I mean, last go around, time to put in the work.
Exactly.
So everyone get that natty this year. We need that natty.
Bobby, you're kind of experimenting with the right tackle and left tackle spot right now. How's that transition going for you, and which side do you like more?
That is a great question. I can't really. Okay, I got an answer for that. The one I like the most is the one that I'm good at, where I can help the team. And
Now, you talked about getting the national championship. You've come close a couple times. What are you doing right now to get over that hump?
Honestly, it's not like what I'm doing right now. That's what we're always doing. Like, you can ask Bobby, being a college athlete, it's like it's nonstop. Even in the off season, we're always doing something to make ourselves better. There's always, like Coach B always tells us, as linemen, we've never made it. There's always something we can improve on.
Indeed.
Great answer. Both of you guys, new strength and conditioning coach Benny Wiley is in, and he's helping you guys with all that grind towards that national championship. But he actually does the workouts with you guys. How unique of a coach is he? And is it a little crazy to have a coach do the workouts with you?
Nah, I think it's fun, honestly, because he motivates us, and he's making sure, like, you know, it's one thing to stand from a distance and tell us to run somewhere, but it's another thing to run with us and go, like,
Honestly, what Bobby said, I mean, it threw me off the first time. Like I saw it, we started running. The next thing I know, I just see him run up next to me. I was like, oh, okay. But it's cool. I love it. He'll work out with us. He motivates us the whole time. It's cool. I mean, I'm glad he's here.
Speaking of something new, we all know the elephant in the room is now you have a new quarterback. What's it like having him in the backfield?
Well, from experience, I mean, I played with him in high school, so I know it's really fun. He can make a lot of plays, and a lot of things happen, so that's always a good thing to have.
Honestly, college he's like Baker. He brings like his own certain style, his own little energy to the team, and when we're out there, like we all feel it, we all just feed off it, and we want to just play.
I believe we have an audience question once again with you.
That's right, our star David has a question for you guys.
Yeah, hey guys, so if y'all had to be in a food eating contest, what would it be and why?
Tacos.
Street tacos. Definitely tacos.
Street tacos.
Especially him, yeah.
I can kill him.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not supposed to, but I can't.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Coach T.
Yeah. Sorry. I don't eat tacos. No, that didn't happen.
All right, well, we're going to take a break to go get some tacos, but don't go anywhere. Dynamic Duos is up next. Welcome back, everyone. It is now time to play Dynamic Duos. Before the show, I asked Bobby some questions about himself, and now his teammate Jonathan will attempt to answer them correctly. Just now I asked Bobby, hey, what's going to happen if Jonathan gets them all wrong? He said, we're not friends anymore. So that's a lot of pressure. You think you can handle the pressure?
I got it.
You got it? I like the confidence. Let's start. Question number 1. If Bobby could play a different position in football, what would it be? A, safety, B, quarterback, C, running back, or D, wide receiver?
Show me quarterback!
Wide receiver.
Wide receiver? Quarterback. Okay. So you can stay friends. That's good. But let's see if you can get more of them correct. Question number 2. What is Bobby's biggest fear? Is it A, spiders, B, the dark, C, snakes, or D, heights?
It's snakes.
Snakes? 3. If Bobby won the lottery, what's the first thing he would buy? Is it A, a Lamborghini, B, a mansion, C, an NBA team, or D, a private plane?
Ooh. I'm hey, what do y'all think? We're gonna go with C.
C, an NBA team. He wants a giant mansion.
I wanted to give him a chance.
All right, that's okay. Let's keep going. Question number 4. What is Bobby's favorite kind of food? Is it A, Chinese, B, Mexican, C, American, or D, Italian?
Ooh.
He did say Italian.
I'm gonna go with Mexican.
Mexican? None of the above. Question number 5. What is the last movie Bobby watched? Is it A, Star Wars The Last Jedi? B, Black Panther? C, Jerry Maguire? Or D, Shrek 2?
Shrek 2.
Black Panther.
Black Panther. All right, last question. What is his favorite place to eat on Campus Corner? Is it A, Ocon's, B, Fuzzy's, C, Louie's, or D, Cool Greens?
Louis.
Louie's? You got 4. You got 4 out of the 6. That's pretty good. Thank you at home for joining us on Sooner Sports Bet. Be sure to like us on Facebook, follow